Greetings and salutations.
Ladies and gentlemen, I guess that takes in most of you.
Yep. Yeah, I point this way. Up. Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies. So this movie, it's in my top 10 movies of all time list. Okay? Just letting you guys know. I think I'll start here. This movie, it doesn't take away from the original movie. Surprisingly enough, when I told a friend about this movie, they were like, "Oh yeah, well I love zombie stuff lately. I love The Walking Dead. What are the zombie shit is it? Oh, I love playing like The Last of Us Part 2, PS4, The Last of Us games, Days Gone on PS4. Reminds me a lot of The Walking Dead." So anyways, I told him about Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies, and he knows Pride. Everybody knows that Pride and Prejudice is a Jane Austen classic. It's a classic literary piece, right? And to combine it with zombies, you would think it's going to be a comedy.
Ah, Sade. That's Liz's.
Yeah, but she did dump you. Oh.
Far from it. Yeah, the romance is still there, and to me, the romance in this is even better than the original, every other remake of Pride and Prejudice that has been done.
Oh my God. What?
Mr. Darcy and Elizabeth Bennet in this. Wow. This film has got it all. The score, where it was shot and filmed, the scenery, the words. I'm part of it. They took part of the Jane Austen classic. Some of those words are still in here, the dialogue and stuff. But even the stuff they added, or they tweaked it a little bit. The dialogue in this, it's so intelligent, and it's thought-provoking, and it's smart, and it's witty.
Now save your breath for could your parts. Hey look, she wants a heck of 2 roof lights. The stylish house frame furniture, and the Scotter cushions with matching shack by cover.
Who writes like that anymore? You don't see it in movies anymore. Mr. Collins, the guy that asks for Elizabeth Bennet's hand in marriage, and she denies him because she's in love with Darcy. But yeah, he's played brilliant. He's the perfect buffoon in this, and he's played perfectly by Matt Smith, who was like one of the last few doctors on Doctor Who. In fact, he was one of my favorite doctors because during his run, they did the Doctor Who villain, the Angels, the Weeping Angels. Yeah, he was the Doctor when Doctor had to deal with those guys. Yeah, the Weeping Angels are creepy. So anyways, yeah, Matt Smith does an amazing job here. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing to know you're good at playing a buffoon or an idiot. I don't know, but
Idiot.
Whenever something happens, in real life, you'd go, "Oh fuck," or "Darn," "Son of a bitch," or
Dirty word! He said a dirty word!
Mr. Collins will always reply, "Oh fuddle." Who writes like that anymore? I mean, the dialogue, it's so snappy, witty. Yeah, one of the things that stands out about this movie that I personally love is Lily James. Oh my God. I mean, she is gorgeous, she's intelligent, she's smart, she's talented. And she's very physical. She gets very physical in this movie because is that the Bennet sisters in this version, they're trained in the fine arts with weapons and whatever to deal with the zombie plague. So you see them there's scenes where they're getting dressed and they're putting on all their Elizabethan like undergarments and their fancy dresses, and then they'll raise up their skirt, and you'll see like their nylon stockings and their garters, and then in the garter is like, you know, a sheath for like and they'll put their knives in there. For some strange reason, it doesn't seem like out of place. It seems they treat it like perfectly normal, and it works. Somehow it works, and I totally dug it. I dug the fact that they're all trained like to deal with zombies, and there's a scene where they take on some zombies and heads are off and everything. And so now let's talk about Mr. Darcy, who's played by Sam Riley. Well, anyways, before we get to him, Lily James, if you don't know who she is, she was in Disney's Cinderella, the live action version. I knew her from when I used to watch Downton Abbey. Yep. Big fan of Downton Abbey. Didn't miss a single episode. She was in Downton Abbey. What was that? Oh, Baby Driver. She was recently in Baby Driver too. And right now she's in the remake of Rebecca on Netflix. That I wouldn't recommend because I've watched the remake and I watched the original that was directed by Alfred Hitchcock. It's in black and white. You can watch that on YouTube for free. That's available for free on YouTube. Yeah. Go check it out. So now you know, familiar with a little bit of Lily James's work, let's talk about Sam Riley. All right. The only other thing I've seen him in is Maleficent. I forgot who plays in that. I think he's like her right-hand man, the one that gets turned into a crow or something. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, Sam Riley's also in Rebecca with Lily James, so whatever. But anyway, Sam Riley, he brings a sense of like dignity and masculinity, elegant masculinity, if that makes any sense. But yeah, and he's hard when he needs to be. Yeah, I'm not gonna go there.
Oh, behave!
Yeah, did you guys catch that? Yeah, I thought you would. No, he's stern. No, that's not gonna work. Yeah. I was gonna say he's stern when he needs to be stern. He's hard. Yeah. And then I can't. I'm not funny. Mr. Darcy in this, because I think the zombie background adds a little something to the story. So yeah, this is real, and the zombie makeup on this is super good. It's like Walking Dead level. That's how good the zombie makeup is in this. And they do a lot of close-ups in here, and they're like goozing, like yeah. And there's a couple of jump scares in here that got me, and after 10 times of watching it or more, the same jump scares still get me in the same freaking places. Cause I don't know. You get so caught up in the movie, it's like, whoa. You know, you're not expecting them, even though you know what's coming ahead of the movie. It's hard to explain, but yeah. But so, anyways, yeah. Back to the character studies. Yeah, Matt Smith. Like, I can't think of another actor who played such a good buffoon. Who was so good. I can't think of another actor or character that was so good at playing a buffoon off the top of my head. Maybe it'll come to me later. I don't know.
We must find that woman.
Yeah, actress. What's her name? Lena Headley. Lena Headley as Lady Catherine. Once again, Lena Headley. I want to call her Headley. She gives an awesome performance. To me, she is a consummate actress. Every single time I see her in something, she gives a perfect performance, even though her character is one that I hate. That's a sign of a good actor. If she's playing a villain and you hate her so much you want her to die the most horrible death every single time she plays a villain, that's a good actor. I wish she would play. Yeah, I don't know if she would ever play a good guy. Maybe she doesn't like him, so I don't know. But yeah, because villains are so much more interesting, right? But anyways, yeah, she's in this, and she plays Lady Catherine. Yeah, she was also in, you guys know her, Game of Thrones. She played Cersei. Oh, fucking wanted her to. Oh, I hated her. I hated her as Sissy. I just wanted her to die, horrible death. I didn't want her to die the way she did in Game of Thrones. I wanted the dragon to like breathe fire on her and just. Oh yeah, she played Mama of the Mama Clan in Dredd, the remake of Judge Dredd with Sylvester Stallone. The remake had Carl Urban and Olivia Thirlby. Olivia Thirlby. I think that's her name. Anyways, yeah, and she played the villain in that. Talking too fast. She played the villain in that, in Dredd also. And yeah, she's good in everything she's in. Darcy and Elizabeth are trained in zombie fighting with the swords and the knives and the kung fu kind of crap. I think it adds something to the film, because when Mr. Darcy and Elizabeth argue, they don't just argue with words. They argue like physically. Yeah, so you wouldn't think that Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies would go together. Literary classic written by Jane Austen, and like zombies. You'd think, yeah, that's not going to go together. It'd be like, having a grilled cheese sandwich with grape jelly spread on top. Doesn't sound good. Trust me, guys. You go home, you make yourself a grilled cheese sandwich, and you spread a little bit of grape jelly on it. Voila.
Does anybody want to buy my shirt? I'll trade you my shirt for a grilled cheese.
Yeah, this, just watching this movie, the set pieces, the clothes that they wore, the castles that they filmed in. Yeah, so I highly recommend Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies. Man, I've gone on way too long. Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies, check it out. It's more of a romance. Don't be expecting a zombie kill every minute. There are zombie kills in here. They do fight zombies, but it's more of the romance side of it. And yeah, there's plot twists and turns and everything, and I just love it. The way it was filmed, the way it was shot, the dialogue, the costumes, the editing, everything. So I don't know if it's on Netflix. It might be on Hulu. It might be on Disney Streaming. It is available on Blu-ray. It might turn up on TNT, but like before, like with all my movies, I suggest watching it on a big, huge 55-inch screen. That's my review. I hope you found this interesting, or at least, at the very minimum, informative. Top 5 of my top 10. That's all, folks. Talk to you later. Until next time.
You're still here? It's over.